I was just telling Jeannie, good morning, by the way. Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Friday, the 14th of October. I said to Jeannie this morning, it's like Groundhog Day weather-wise. Like I'm waiting for the like low 70s, perfect fall weather in Reno. And every day it's like the 80-degree Groundhog Day. Although it was pretty cold last night and this morning when we walked our dog. But I was also telling Jeannie that this morning, because I woke her up earlier than she wanted, she got up this morning, looked across at her partner, and thought, what the hell am I doing here? Back in the day, when Peter was partnered with us, he and I used to joke all the time. Dude, I was just telling Jeannie I thought you were mad at me, but we're in the middle of a live stream. I got to call you back.
It's one of his boyfriends. It's always, look at, it's, I'm
right,
like,
I'm
come
gonna
on,
call
let's
you
do
back.
this work. And then
All right,
he's talking to his boyfriend.
Are you on the live stream? You are now.
So that's,
Yeah, A1 kicks butt. Thanks, man. I'll give you a shout later.
I think the first time I met him, the first time
Oh
he
my
called,
God.
and he totally,
She
I was
she
like,
calls
there's
me
somebody
at
weird
work
on the phone.
and she's like, I just got the weirdest call. So this is my oldest, bestest buddy. I've been friends with him since preschool. And like, as you know, friends and family do sometimes, like sometimes you see eye to eye, sometimes you don't. He and I never really had a big falling out, but we just stopped hanging out at one point for like over a decade. Like bestest buddies, and then our lives went separate directions.
I don't think it was a decade.
It was a decade at least.
From
It
like
was from
18 to-
when my dad died in 19. Oh, I guess.
Yeah, it was less than
No,
a
it
decade.
was no, because it was like a couple years before my dad passed. So I saw him at my father's funeral. He came to my dad's funeral, and I was super touched by that. And then I didn't see him again until like 2001. That was in 1995. And I get this phone call from Jeannie at work, and she's like, I just had the weirdest
I don't think I called
phone
you at
call.
work.
You called me at work at Sales Consultants.
You know, it's weird because
And-
Patrick will remember, he'll remember conversations and like what you were wearing. And it'll be, I can't, you remembered something yesterday and I was like, we did that. I can't even remember what you were talking about.
So
I was like, I did that. It was
So
like-
I get a phone call from her, like almost like this is just so weird. And my buddy does, and he still acts 16, you know? So
he's
like,
pretty silly.
so he calls and she's like, I don't know, it was super weird. Some dude was like, doo-doo-doo-doo. And I was
No,
like,
he totally pranked me and told me he was with some kind of business or
Right.
something.
and then she's telling me this and I'm like, was that Steve Dwyer?
Yeah.
And then I got home and I called him, and sure enough, it was my buddy. And then we've been thick as thieves since. But anywho,
It's like a Facebook love, you know? People fall back in love, except it wasn't Facebook.
what?
It was just a reunion.
Well, it was. He
Okay.
came, and we climbed for like a long weekend, and then he was actually one of the reasons why we were so open to moving to Reno.
Oh yeah, he lived here.
He lived here.
Was up in Tahoe. Okay, so do we have anything exciting and important to talk about today?
I think people have misinterpreted Jeannie's most recent picture of the kids.
Oh my god.
Because everybody's like, they're so cute. Oh, they look so great. Oh, look, fun times. If you guys look closely at that series of pictures, Jeannie puts Violet down. She starts running in
I put Kai
circles
down.
around, or she puts Kai down. Violet starts running circles around Kai, and Kai just lays her out, punches her right in the face, gives her a bad bloody nose, like she goes flying.
He was trying to be a superhero.
Yeah, and that's what he said later. Is he was like, I was being a superhero.
Yeah. Yeah.
He tested the limits of. So, anyways, I picked him up when this happened. I picked him up, and I was like, "What did you do?" Like I was going to put him in timeout, and then he pulls back and he punches me right in the face. He never punched me again.
Yeah, he got
He
it
punched
for
me
that.
once,
That's
but
kinda...
he's never done anything like that again.
Yeah. It probably TV does make you more violent. He's always watched a ton of superhero movies.
Yeah, he was like, and that's literally what he said later. Like once
He was
everything
little.
calmed down, they were like 3
3?
or 4. But yeah, that was like. And so the funniest thing was I was taking family pictures that whole time, and I have like a whole series of pictures, the whole thing. So
It was really funny.
It was-
we pull out that picture every once in a while, but
it pops up in my Facebook memories once a year.
and we all have a good laugh.
Yeah.
Violet loves that picture.
Yeah, Violet likes showing that picture to her
If Violet's
friends.
gonna share a picture from her childhood, that is the picture that she shows, and like literally her face is like, and you see Kai's arm, and I'm standing.
You know,
in the
they
background
say
like,
like if you're really defending yourself, you don't stop the punch at the face, you punch through the person. Kai punched through Violet that day.
oh my God! If you're really defending yourself, I would not even know how to really defend myself.
So when I was little, I grew up next to a dude who was like an ex-NFL player, and nobody like of like a big name, and he was much older, and but he was also an ex-military dude, and people broke into his house, and he like beat those dudes silly until he got hit with a flashlight, with like a big flashlight in the back of the head, and then he like knocked both these dudes out.
That sounds so like a big flashlight. Like,
No, he it was like a big flashlight.
Yeah.
He like had like multiple stitches. Like I think he got staples in his head. It was the pretty traumatic thing. But like
I'd say.
talking to him about it, what did he tell me? He goes, it was like the weirdest stat because he had a daughter, and she and I were friends, and he was telling us, I was like, that's so crazy that this happened. I was probably like 13 or something. And he tells his daughter and me that it only takes like, I don't remember the number, but it was like 12 pounds of pressure to tear somebody's ear off.
You've told me this.
Yeah. And he's like, so I told my daughter this too, because he was like literally like, if something happens, grab a cheek or grab an ear, because that flesh will start tearing at 12 pounds. So he's like, you don't have to pull hard. And
You would think more people would be walking around without ears.
They might now.
Yeah, I don't know. But
All
that was like
our
a scary
customers-
stat. I was
our
like, oh my God.
customers-
He was like, put your hand in their mouth and like push out. Like you can tear their lips. And I'm like, what? And or grab a lip and pull. Yeah, scary stuff. I would think more Asian mothers or more like just old school moms would tear an ear off. Right?
I used to grab Kai's ears.
Did you really?
Yeah. not like
Poor guy.
even now I will. It's more kidding. Cause it's like way
You
up
walk
there
this
now.
one back.
I will even. Well, do I? I think I do. Even now. No, I'm
Guy
not like
never gets
dragging
in
him
trouble.
around the. Yeah.
You know,
no.
like when you would watch like Little Rascals and they grab the person by the ear and yank them across. All right. Anyways, we
Okay.
digress. Fireside chat.
Yes. So let's talk about like what's happening. Don't forget, Michelle is leaving for her most exciting trip. She'll be gone through Wednesday. So if you need to reach her, today's your day. Otherwise, she won't be back until next Thursday. As far as classes go, don't forget, Upgrade 1 is happening. And we're working on Upgrade 3. That class will be amazing.
And that you're thinking more like mid-November
But
time
if you
frame?
want to kind of you don't have to go Upgrade 1, Upgrade 2, Upgrade 3.
Nope.
You can kind of just do whichever one you want. But Upgrade 1, if you've never taken that, is going to be happening on October 25th. So that's going to be 2 Tuesdays from now. And then some of you have signed up for the Sparkle T-shirt class. That's on the 26th. And then we have a Luminaire sewing and embroidery class on the 27th and 28th. So those are all going to be coming up. And then the beginning of, can you believe we're talking about the beginning of November? I'm getting stressed out because we're supposed to have a Halloween party for the kids this year.
We told the kids that they have to decorate.
I know. We have a friend who sent us this whole long list of what you have to do.
Things to do before your kid turns 18 to make it easier once they turn 18.
I didn't know there was a list. He sent us this whole list.
He sent us like a bulleted point list.
I sent it to Violet. I go, you better get this done.
Oh, did you get it too?
I got it too, and I sent it to Violet. I was like, you better get this done. I sent it to Kai and Violet. I go, you better get this done. It's going to make your life easier. It's probably stuff my kids do everything. Violet registers for herself for school, and she registers her brother.
Did you register yourself for school?
I don't know. I think
Probably
I probably did a lot of that stuff too. So, you have to be independent in our house. You got to be able to do stuff.
So the class for the Luminaire is not 2 days. It's like the classes tend to be about 3 to 4 hours.
About 3 hours.
And so it depends upon the class, right? Like, isn't IQ 4?
That's the only one.
But they're split into segments. So there's sewing, there's embroidery, there's upgrade, there's IQ. And most of our customers, when they're new to the machine, will prefer to separate those classes.
What?
It's most people split it up over multiple days, but it's not like a full 2-day thing. So regarding upgrades, Catherine just said I'd be excited to hear my upgrade came in. So let's talk about upgrades for a second.
We talked to Brother this morning.
I talked actually both to Brother and Baby Lock this morning. So with our initial orders that were made like from the start till about 2-3 weeks ago, our initial orders that we had made back in August were enough to cover that. The way it's worked with those two companies, his brother is sending out like 5 to 10 upgrades at a time. And
5, sometimes 3.
No, we've gotten 5, at least 5 every time.
We got 3 once.
Well, it was split into 2 boxes, a box of 3 and a box of 2.
I haven't gotten 10.
So we got 10 twice.
Okay, 10 twice would be 20. And
no, we
then
got 10
5...
once. We got the first one, we got 10. Or we got 8. So anyways, brothers are trickling in. Baby Lock filled the order all at once. So we have some ladies that haven't gotten it yet, but they've been recent orders. Like folks who've just gotten onto the list. And with Brother, I think we've filled what, 20? Probably 20.
18.
Well, you and Michelle.
That includes us.
So we've gotten 18. So yeah, we've gotten 5 twice and 8 once. So that would be 18. So we're hoping to get 10.
We're hoping to get 10. Ladies, don't worry.
You'll
You'll
get it.
all get them, and then we're all gonna do this class.
And
you're not
there are
missing
enough
out
people
right
that
now.
have
We're gonna-
bought it that it's going to take a while to get through all of you with the class because we're not going to throw 100 plus of you at the class.
I've been on the blogs, and if you look at who's gotten it and who hasn't gotten it, the people that haven't gotten it far outweigh the people who have gotten it. So I don't want you to thinking, oh my God, I'm the only one that hasn't gotten it. And I also don't want you thinking it's your dealer's fault.
No, like
I was on a blog where somebody was like, I need to switch my dealer because my dealers, and we're doing everything we can. So
yeah, our order went in kind of like first day.
And we did our
brother
order
still
as early
owes
as
us
we could,
40 of them.
and yeah. So
Well, let's talk about what they told us the last couple of days.
why? Okay, let's talk about it.
Well, because they want to know.
I just feel like
Inquiring minds want to know.
I feel like talk is cheap. I almost want to just like
We haven't promised anything. Like we've been telling them the whole time what we've been told.
Okay.
So, recently ordered upgrades. So, if you weren't part of the 56 that we've called, the folks that are just getting onto the list now, and literally, like, Jeannie and I have a list. We got to start calling people because I don't know how
We're gonna
some
be
people
calling.
missed it, but like it seems like people missed that there was an upgrade. So we're gonna start calling
Squeaky
people
wheel.
starting today. We've been very squeaky, and so Baby Lock told me. Not today. It was a different conversation today, but Baby Lock told me a couple of days ago that the upgrades that I've added to my redo order will be here before the end of November.
so sometime in November.
So in the next month and a half, we'll fill all of them, basically. Brother has basically said, and this was what my rep was willing to commit to, because I said to him, you know, you owe me 40 more upgrades. Where are they? When are they shipping? What's the formula? And he goes, I don't know the formula. And essentially what Brother is trying to do is a little different than what Baby Lock has tried to do. Baby Lock has filled complete orders. Brother is dividing them and sending them out so that all dealers have some. And long story short, I go, when can I tell people we'll have them by? And he goes, essentially by the end of the year. Hopefully sooner. But he goes, the commitment is to get all those original orders done by the end of the year. So just know that we're working on it. We're talking to people like weekly, sometimes daily, and they're coming. So we haven't forgotten you. What else do we have to talk about today?
Let's talk about a giveaway, and let's talk about a question.
Are we giving away a class?
Yeah, I thought we'd give away
Yeah.
two.
So our giveaway this week is going to be, it's a project-based class, like a one-day class, right?
Yeah, and there's some classes that
Where there's a cost of a kit or something like that.
well,
or...
no, there's some classes that wouldn't apply, like it doesn't apply to Michelle's series, her PE design series. So yeah, so it's going to be a one session class. Does not include like Kimberbell events. Does not include an event or something like that. So just a regular class, whether you take a machine class, or if you take something like the rhinestone class, or if you take something like a serger class. So those all count. And we're going to give away two classes. And they're Zoom, so you can be anywhere. You could be Adele and take your class in the UK, or Anne in Ontario, or we're so international. So yeah, wherever you are, you can take your class.
So the other thing I would bring up for any of our out of town folks, or folks that did not buy their machines from us, like one of the things that kind of sets our shop apart is kind of the level of education that you get with your new machines. So I would actually apply this to the machine-based classes too, because if you didn't get your machine from us, we charge you essentially, and the fee's relatively nominal. Most of the classes end up being about $20. But we charge you for those classes, given the time and energy and everything else that it takes for us to put those classes together. So if you are out of town and you're one of our winners, and you have a machine that we commonly educate people on, I'd encourage you to look at those classes too. So we will have a question once Jeannie comes back, but we are going to give away 2 classes. I believe we'll give them to the 2 people that answer questions. So if anybody is watching, we what we do with these Friday giveaways is normally we will ask a question. That question is essentially for folks. Hey, Jeannie, I need you to open the door because it looks like an overnight here, and we're doing 2 giveaways to people who answer the question.
Yeah.
So we always ask a question. A lot of times we'll do a grand prize, and like kind of a runner-up prize. The grand prize always goes to the person that answers the question. The runner-up prize. What is the problem?
She doesn't know what key it is.
You're the one who bought it. It's the blue key.
Oh my goodness.
So this is my life every day. So anyways, because we're giving 2 of the same prizes away, we're going to give them away to the people that answer the question. I'm so excited to see what that is. I think I know what it is.
It's Publishers Clearinghouse, and it's a check for $1 million. Okay.
Ladies, see ya. No.
Okay, so did you ask your question?
I haven't. I don't even know
I
what
have
the
a question
is.
for you.
Charles Sweeten's the best.
Was that a part that you needed for somebody's machine?
It's a thing I need to test.
Ooh. Okay, my question is
So
about...
how's that for personalized attention?
Excuse
man?
me, Patrick. My question is about
I love you, Charles.
backing. How many of you use 108 backing? Or buy... And I don't want to get a ton of it because we don't have the room. But I was thinking, what if we had... Or... do you just buy generic backing? Does it have to be like totally perfect? Are you using, so it's just backing. Just tell me what you're using if you're using 108. And if you're using 108, just give me as much information as you can. Like, no, I never buy 108. Do they sell it in other sizes? Do they do like,
Do they
I've
sell
never.
it in 109?
Okay.
Like I said, she got up this morning, looked at me, and went, "What the?"
You know why? Because I was up super, super late last night, and I'm going to go in the other room and sleep in there, and that way I can sleep in a little bit. Because, yes, the night before, I was up super, super late. As soon as he gets up, I
not
have
true.
to get up because he starts talking to me. And so I went in the other room because I was like, oh, I can sleep in a little bit longer. Well, guess who comes in, throws open the door whenever he gets up?
I got you up at
He's like a child.
7:50 something the day before.
No.
I know how long
He's
it takes
like-
to put all this together.
He's like,
She
put on
doesn't
my-
just wake up looking like this, ladies.
I do.
This takes some effort.
Are you being serious?
Look at. I know you're all distracted by her beautiful dress today.
I do. I love my new dress. Yeah, there's no effort here. You can tell. I don't even comb my hair half the. This is what I do. This is it. All right. I love the 108 backing. Are there other sizes, or is it just 108? Would you use like muslin, or should I? If I were to get 5, like what colors should I get? Like, should I just get a white, a red, a green, a black, and a blue? Should I just get grunge? Grunge sells all their backing in 108. Minky. How many people use Minky for their backing? Do I need a Minky? Just to let you know, I have a white Minky here. I did get white just for this season. I hate piecing. Well, I do piece almost all my backs, but I'd rather, how nice is it to just roll it out? I do like, so should I just get a white? So give me information about backing. What should I get?
What are we going to get rid of so that we have room for backing?
Vacuums. I think we could squeeze the vacuums like way over. We could just squeeze it. You just need a wall.
Do you know how much business we do in vacuums?
Doesn't mean you need a lot of space. So maybe we should just pick out 5 different grunge
Give me your glasses.
5 different grunge backings, and then we would have that, because I have people come in and they go, do you carry any 108? And I'm like, no. I don't know. I've been trying to be better about my spending.
About reining it in.
I've been trying to be better.
And then she blames me for all the boxes that arrive. She's like, that's because you told him all he had to say was just get it.
That's what Patrick said to Mario when he was here. And so I thought, he goes, just tell her to just get it. And we were like, ha, 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 ha. And then
he's like, just get it. And she's like, oh, okay.
I thought Patrick was like giving me permission. I thought he was like, yeah, just tell her to just get it. Mario, that's all you have to do, right? He was encouraging me. He was encouraging. He let Mario know my Achilles. If you just say, just get it. So anyhow,
You're like, I can see now.
Yeah. Okay. Gray, black, white, cream, 108.
Oh, geez. I
Grunge.
think if we got rid of Fairy Frost.
I
washed Fairy Frost.
Michelle Williams, I had a bowl to Fairy Frost for you, and my coffee. I shouldn't be allowed to drink coffee. Do you know how many things?
Yeah, well, give me this. I'll drink.
Do you know how many things I've spilt coffee on? Because I like put it in my crate when I'm like carrying stuff, or I put it. This was stupid, on the cut table. And anyways, it fell over, and then it spilled on one whole ball of fabric, which was for Michelle Williams.
And somebody was like, "You have to wash it," and then I was like, "Oh my god!"
It was glitter.
My washing machine and dryer look like they spent a Vegas weekend at the.
How would you know?
I wouldn't.
Okay, I think that's it. We need to get to work. We have a ton of stuff to do. And I know, I am cutting kits for the Kimberbell table topper. I did a pre-order. If you haven't got that in, I think it's going to ship for the auto ship next week. So if you want it now and you want it early, it's the cuties toppers. Is that what it's called? I'm kitting it all. So there's going to be kits for all of that. Hopefully.
It threw up unicorn stuff.
Basically, Kathy, that is exactly what it did.
Oh my god, you should have seen my dryer. I was like, oh my god.
Did it get on everything else after?
God, it was awful. I threw a load of towels in. Because I was like, at least I can take the towels out and like shake them out. Like, and you know what worked so great was our wool balls. Our wool balls.
Patrick's wool balls.
Kept the stuff in the dryer from getting all staticky.
I miss my dryer sheets because I miss that smell. I like bounce dryer sheets, but it's so bad for the environment.
It
Has anyone
blows
tried?
out microplastics.
Okay, have
you seen my microplastic bag that I use now?
No.
Like all my technical gear
Wait,
goes
is
in
that
a bag.
for 6? Yes, I'm kidding. All 6 months. I really want to kit all 6 months all together so I don't have to deal with like shipping like 1 month at a time. So I think I'm gonna work on kitting all 6 months all together, and then maybe I'll do half of them a la carte so you could just kind of pick and pull. The pre-order is on the website. You know, you're probably not finding it because it's not in a pre-order. I've been dealing with putting a lot of that up, and I'm just stupid. So I've been putting everything under promotions. So if you're looking for stuff, if Christine does it first, she does it right and well. But I've been doing a lot of just putting up that stuff. So everything I've been putting up is under promotions. Do you volume 1? Didn't see it. I have volume 1 in the store, so if you want that, let me know, Cheryl. But what we're doing is the pre-order for volume 2. Does it include files for the cuties? When you say does it include files, the kit will not. There's going to be, you buy the design, that is separate. The kit will be completely separate from that. I mean, I guess I could, but just go on and click the 2 different things. Kits aren't up there yet because kits have not been cut. I pulled probably
12 bolts of fabric.
I pulled probably like 30 or 40 bolts of fabric last night.
That was that many bolts. We have that much fabric?
There's like 3 piles of it. So, and I was missing maybe 3 or 4 fabrics that I have to order. I'm shooting for the end of the month to have that. And I'm trying to source the vinyl so you don't have to get, $40 in vinyl to do, and it's just one project. So maybe we'll put fabric in there instead. Shirley, there's always going to be some kind of discount, but I'm not going to bundle. I'm not going to discount it and then discount it again. They'll just be kits. We usually don't discount that much. And then the cuties is up there at 10%. I'm sorry, 20% off. So, kits are hard to discount because it takes a lot of time to do all that cutting, but it saves you a lot of money because you don't have to go out and buy all that stuff individually. What else? Anything else you can think of?
No, just to wrap up, like if we did have anybody new, the giveaway basically will happen on Tuesday. We use a random comment picker. The random comment picker has to pick your comment answering the question. So even if you don't use 108, just say I don't use 108 or something like that. Because if it picks your comment.
Tell me why you don't use it. Or tell me if you consider using it.
You should see her stash of fabric at home.
It's not that crazy for somebody that has access to all of this because I've stopped really getting that much fabric because if I need it,
it's all here.
Yeah. It's like this is all my fabric. All right. Have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. My goal is some Kimberbell UFOs and to finish filming some stuff and to prep for Merry Christmas, y'all.
Hey, I'm just going to put this out there. So we've made a handful of calls to folks that we hadn't talked to yet about the bundle, and every single one of them was like, oh, I definitely want the upgrade bundle. If you know somebody, especially local folks primarily, because we can't really ship this stuff, but if you know somebody who has a Luminaire or Solaris and hasn't gotten the bundle,
have them call us.
Let them know there's a bundle. They got to get it. This is it. Like we've explained this before. Baby Lock has extended it by a week. Brother,
it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Like if I don't order a bundle by tomorrow, I'm not getting bundles. So we've over-ordered, thinking that a lot of these people that just somehow haven't heard about the bundle will ultimately get them. But, it would help us out. If you know somebody who's got the machine, just go, hey, have you talked to them about the bundle yet?
Yeah, and if you're not local but you live close and you want to drive here, it'd be worth the drive. You're saving hundreds.
You're getting educated on it as part of the bundle purchase.
You've seen the videos Michelle's been making. It's a good one.
It's going to be awesome. For the Altair, this is for the Luminaire and the Solaris.
that we're talking about.
that
but
we're talking
surely
about.
we can get you a Luminaris Solaris.
And as far as the Altair is concerned, there have been updates recently. It's been the Altair's been out now for 2 years. I would almost expect like an Altair 2 next year, meaning I think you're gonna see upgrades for the Altair. We just don't have them this year.
We don't know.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you.